Last year when I was in Stewart, I had a pretty awesome trip on the ocean that turned into a lost camera, so never got to make a video. Today, it's double redemption day. Let's whip it.
Bones from the buffalo cross the river. Watching the spirits leave their home.
The water is absolutely perfect today. It's like a sheet of glass out here.
Stones from down below.
Look at these giant anchors left in the side of the mountain here. There's a spot right in front of me here that I always thought was like the world's most perfect place for a getaway cabin. Look at this clearing in the forest right here. Nice and level, trees are already all cleared, and right here is a river. Good fresh water.
Should be a good spot for crabs.
With the water being so high this year, we've been having a hard time finding that really beautiful green water. Check this out. Wow, and it's just ice cold air coming down this valley. It's low tide right now, so I gotta be careful going up in here. Might be a little shallow. Look at this. Just beautiful. So if we're lucky, we'll get far enough up the channel today that the whole ocean is going to turn into a color very similar to that. A beautiful bay right here. I took a little cruise in here just to check things out, and I don't see a whole lot, but on this rock there's some type of iron crisscrossy thing. I don't know what it could be. So strange. I'm not sure what this thing is, but it has very little rust on it, so I'm assuming it's not been there very long. This chain, on the other hand, has been here a long time. That is a chimney. So I'm assuming there's probably going to be an old cabin around here somewhere. But we don't have time today to go trekking through the forest. Let me just get the plants out of the way here. I flipped over this pail, and inside was this, what appears to be like a graphite rod, and it looks like it would have stuck in there. Not so sure, but if anybody knows, let me know. Look at that. Originally I thought this was the foot off like an old clawfoot tub, but it's very square, so I kind of think it was the bottom of a stove. That little black bear was just standing right down on the edge of the water line. I didn't want to scare him, so I just grabbed the GoPro. Not the best shot, but still nice to see some wildlife, and we're almost there.
I have a bit of a backstory on this location for you guys. When I was exploring here last year, I found an abandoned house in the forest, and it seemed awfully fancy to be this far down the channel. Asking around town, a lot of the locals told me that this used to be the old brothel, While interviewing Ed for the previous video, he told me that this was a mining and milling operation. I'm hoping to find enough evidence today to point in one direction or the other. The tide is currently coming in, and it's like a, I don't know, about a 22-foot tide swing here, so it's going to be coming in remarkably fast. So we're going to have to make this quick. But let's go check this baby out. It's like an old crab trap here. That's pretty neat. Heavy duty. Immediate score. Pretty thick in here, but there she is. The potential brothel slash bunkhouse. Before we go inside, I'll give you a nice look from the outside. This really is a super unique building sitting out here. Look at that thing. Very cool. Wow, look at the floor. This whole building looks like it's being held up by whatever structure is right here. Well, lots of people have been in here putting their names and whatnot. All right, stairs, you gonna hold me or what? Pink interior with a single bed. Not very brothel-y. Imagine that view. I mean, the trees are a little thick right now, but would be beautiful. Look at the little piece of string wrapped around there. Wonder what that was for. When I was here last year, I walked all over in here. This is the only other building I can find. But if we take a little stroll just over here, there's this location. Has a bunch of iron. And if we mosey over here, there's this stone chimney. This was a super surprising find for me because I came in from this side and it looked like just a mound on the back of that tree. Then I came around and here's this beautiful old brick chimney. And that is all the evidence I can find of buildings or anything back in here. But I was recently told that on the other side of the creek is where the mill site used to be. So we'll take a little tour over there, see if we can find anything. There's a big black bear right up here. I didn't bring bangers or bear spray or anything. Pretty out in the open, but he's standing right up on his back feet, checking me out. Take the long route around here. It sure is beautiful out here though. Holy smokes. That's an interesting hole. There is a bunch of fish in there, so it's probably lower than the high tide line, but
This is what I mean. When you get over to the river here, there's no way people would have crossed over here. It's all just cliff. That's what really confused me about the fact that there was some sort of mill site on the other side. I don't think we're getting warmer. I think we're getting colder here. All through the forest here is just beautiful exploring, but I've gone way up and no sign of anything, so I'm gonna start making my way back, but I'm gonna go this way, then around, and just do lots of bear calls so that black bear knows I'm coming his way. Look at that. Another 10 minutes, she'd have been floating away. I'm another maybe kilometer and a half down the channel. No sign of anything. That's the only creek right there. That's it. There's definitely nothing over here. I'm gonna head back to the other site. Right in here, there is in fact a mine shaft. Well, it's hardly what I would consider a mine shaft, more of like a coyote hole or a test hole. They must have been chasing that vein right there. It does not go in very far. The tide's pretty low right now, so it might be hard to see, but if you look right up there, there's the remains of an old power line stuck into the rock. That's the only one I can find along this section, but it looks like it's heading back towards that mine shaft there. So evidence so far is leading towards some sort of mining operation.
When you're out adventuring like this, it's important to keep the tank full. I brought pierogies, homemade, in a factory, and sold to a store where I bought them. My body's a temple. Come on, baby. I've been here twice before actually, and the only place I haven't explored is all the way back to where the mountain comes down. So as quick as we can, we're gonna head back there, take a look, then probably mosey out of here. And a bear scat, bear scat, and a bear scat, bear scat. Look at the size of that bear scat. Oh, the bear scat. Well, this is where the mountain comes down, so we're just along the bottom shelf now. I am seeing nothing other than that bear scat. The hiking's gotten pretty thick in here, but I found some blueberries. Good thing, I was famished. Delicious. Bit of a pickle here. It's cliff down to the bottom there. And I just came through this, like so thick. I have not found a thing back here, and we're gonna have to head back because I'm worrying a little bit about the boat. Oh yeah, baby. Boat's still here. Lucky for me. It is floating though. There is really not much saying that it was a mill or a mine or anything like that. There's not really enough to say it was just a brothel either. And I have more planned for this adventure. Last year I didn't get to do much of the Alaska side because the border was closed, so I'm gonna cruise the Alaska side all the way back and check out some of the beautiful waterfalls.
It's been quiet for a while. Now there's something making noises. It's growing and it's closing in. It's time to make some choices. Stop or keep it going.
Here it is. baby.
Say your safe farewell. Bad could it read.
You guys, take a look at this waterfall. Like right through that crack.
Put out the light, put out the light, put out the light, oh let it glow. Put out the light, put out the light, put out the light, oh let it glow. Ride out
Look at this thing. Oh, it's glorious.
down, down to the wire.
Wow.
Blow out the flame, or hold on.
Oh.
Here comes the fire now.
You guys are not gonna believe this score. They're so big.
You guys, real deal Alaska black bear right here. He's awfully curious about me. Hey. All right, let's let him enjoy his blueberries. There's 3 sea otters hiding under this big rock right here. They keep peeking out and I can see them perfectly, but it's too dark for the camera. You guys, look. Real Alaska fish.
I'm gonna touch it. The real deal. Alaska. Woo! I tell you, we're traveling.
Finally found the last waterfall we'll be checking out today, but upon closer inspection, I don't think it's a waterfall at all. I think it's just a canyon. But there's a big shallow bar we're creeping up on here, so I'm gonna send the drone over and check it out. Slipped off the boat. What a strange sandbar out here.
I definitely wanted to check out this canyon. I've been thinking about this since last year, but it's pretty late in the day right now. I'm just waiting for high tide so it's easier to pull the boat back up. But I gotta get back because high tide's in an hour. Let's go check the crab pot. Right there, there's a whole fleet of red huckleberries, perfectly ripe, but they're too high. Found another waterfall. You guys would not believe the air that's coming down this valley. It is frozen. There's a hummingbird that's been following me for about 20 minutes now. I think he likes this red jacket. B-E-A, beautiful.
So far it feels incredibly light. They ate all the chicken and then left. People think a crab can't escape out of one of these cages. They totally can. And they do. And they did. The channel's been growing a lot lately, and I've been seeing quite a few questions asking about the boat. My boat is made by a company called Swellfish out of British Columbia, and they were my first real big sponsors on the YouTube channel. They jumped on board just over a year ago, and since then that boat has come everywhere with me. It's been in 2 different oceans, 3 different countries, tons of different rivers and lakes. It's survived a grizzly bear attack, and it's actually the most traveled Swellfish boat in the world. So to celebrate, we are doing a giveaway. So head over to the Swellfish Instagram page and take a look at the description below the photo of me in this Swellfish hoodie to see how you can win some Swellfish gear for you and a friend. But most of all, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints. I'll catch you on the next one.